Hey pilots, welcome back to another Star Citizen 101 video. This series where we help you chart a course through the verse one system at a time. Today we're diving into one of the core mechanics of the game, quantum travel. Whether you're making a quick hop to a nearby outpost or crossing an entire star system, this is how you move fast. Let's get started. So what is quantum travel? Quantum travel, or QT for short, is Star Citizen's version of faster than light travel. You'll use it to get between planets, moons, and space stations that are too far to reach with regular thrusters. But you'll need a few things first. 1. A ship with a working quantum drive. Most ships come with a quantum drive by default, but there are a few of the smaller ships that don't actually have one, so best to check. Quantum fuel. Mostly when you spawn in a ship, the quantum tank is full, but if you haven't used the ship for a while, just make sure that it does have some quantum fuel left in the tank, as when your ship spawns back in, and it's one that you previously stored, it does get brought back with the current fuel levels that it was stored with. So just something to bear in mind. And make sure you have a valid destination within range. So each ship has a different amount of fuel in the quantum tanks and are able to reach destinations further, and some maybe not so far, so just something worth checking that your ship is capable of doing the jump in one go without needing to stop and refuel first. So here we are, we're in the middle of nowhere currently. The ship has a lot of quantum fuel. We have enough quantum fuel to get to where we're going. So one of the ways you can plot a route in Star Citizen is using the star map. So if you press F2 on your keyboard, you can bring up the star map on your Mobi glass and just scroll wheel out with your mouse to get to the system view. There we go. So we're currently in the Stanton system, and you have all the major markers, planets, moons, stations, etc., all listed on the star map here. So next, what you want to do is choose your desired destination. Most destinations are within sort of line of sight of where we currently are, which is good. So here's we're currently in the middle of nowhere. So say we want to go to, let's have a look here. Say we want to go to Hurston. So we have planet Hurston here. So we'll select it. Hurston gives you a bit of a description of the planet, and then we have the option to set a route to this location. So what we're going to do is go ahead and left click on that, and now the game will plot a route to Hurston. It tells you how long it'll take us to get there, how far away it is, and how much quantum fuel we're going to use getting there. So if we press F2 to come out of the star map, or you can click the X up in the corner, and now we have our route. So as you can see, just underneath the ship overview on the left side of the screen, the game is telling us where we need to point our ship towards. So there is our destination. Why is nothing happening? So currently, as you may be able to see in the bottom left, just next to the MFD, our ship is in SCM guns mode. So what you need to do is go ahead and hold down B on your keyboard to switch into navigation mode, and then you will switch into nav mode. It takes a little while to switch between the different modes. You can't sort of split second swap between them, but as you can see, we're now in quantum travel mode. The quantum drive is spooled and we're ready to go. So all you need to do now is left click the mouse button. And it's as easy as that. Just a quick tip for you as well, calibration is much faster when your ship is pointed directly at our destination. So if you're slightly off center, it'll take a little while longer for the quantum system to calibrate, but if you're pointing directly at your target, it will spool much quicker. So as you can see, we're now in quantum travel. Just something to bear in mind during quantum travel, you can't steer the ship at all while in quantum travel mode. But if you need to, you can hold down B or left click your mouse button again to come out of quantum travel, and then you can make any sort of adjustments you need to, change your destination or whatever you need to do. And if you want to resume your journey, you just point back towards your target. Bear in mind that after coming out of quantum travel, your ship will need to cool down first. Your quantum drive will need to cool down first. So something to bear in mind if you need to make a quick escape. So what we're going to do is left click again, jump back into quantum mode. So what if quantum travel doesn't work for you? So there's a couple of reasons why quantum travel might not engage. One of those, unfortunately at this point in the game, it still happens, are bugs in the game or the particular server preventing you from entering the quantum travel mode. But other reasons for genuinely not being able to enter quantum travel is your destination blocked potentially. So you may be the wrong side of a planet, and for some reason, if you're trying to directly jump to somewhere, you may not have line of sight and it may be blocked, so the system won't engage. Worth checking if you have enough fuel to get there. So again, the quantum drive will engage if you don't have enough quantum fuel to get to a target. However, when you run out, and you will be stranded in the middle of nowhere and will have to call for help. So worth bearing in mind. Is your ship damaged? So if your ship is damaged, more specifically if the quantum drive is damaged, that also may prevent it from engaging until it's been repaired. If you need to get fuel, you can get from several places. Major stations and planetary cities all have fueling facilities where you can fuel and repair your ships. Worth checking whenever you stop by one, just to make sure that you do have enough fuel for the remainder of your journey, or whatever you're planning to do that day, whether it's cargo running, bounty hunting missions, and so on. Quick bonus tip as well, pilots. If you know where you're going with the quantum drive, you don't actually need to use the star map to plot a course. So if you know roughly where your destination is, you can look around the stars, see where you may want to go. So maybe here L5 high core station, and all you have to do is point at it, calibrate the quantum drive, and left click to engage. So yeah, you can either use the star map to plot a course, or you can just literally point and click. Just make sure you're in quantum mode. So, we have successfully arrived at Hurston, our target destination. Isn't it pretty? Such a pretty planet. Right, folks, that is how you quantum travel across the stars. Pretty easy, right, once you know the basics. If this helped you out, drop a like, subscribe for more Star Citizen tips, and hit that quantum bell icon so you never miss a jump. Until next time, pilots, pilot your dreams. Vyseroy out.